midnight. We're headed to VMP, 8.5 hours. Drop the rental off at Daytona Airport, Uber down to VMP, check the truck out, hope my wife doesn't kill us. It's not funny. She's swerving. I know the lanes are changing, but she's swerving all over the place. We're having a good time. We can't wait to get down there. Well, we've made it 1 hour from Loudon, Tennessee. And we're behind a 4-car rolling roadblock. So after waiting 2 months on the truck due to coronavirus, we may never get to Florida. We'll get there.
Good morning, welcome to Chick-fil-A. My name is Emily. How can I serve you today?
Emily, I need a number 7 and a number 3. Okay, can I change the 3 to 2 number 7s? I'm sorry.
2 number 7s? 2 of the...
I'm sorry, my wife keeps changing her mind. I need a number 7 on a muffin, and I need a regular number 7.
And the name for your order?
Justin Starkey.
All right, Justin, it's going to be $12.30 for you.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Waiting for 2.5 months.
You've actually been waiting longer than that.
I've tried to get my truck supercharged for, let's see, probably 8 months, but I kept, the Kenny Bell guys wouldn't respond. Couldn't get anybody to put a Whipple on local.
Nobody wanted to do it.
Nobody wanted to do it, but I was kind of glad because I waited, and then they came out with this Odin, and that's probably going to end up being a good thing.
You're not going to kill me, are you? You promise me that you're not going to wreck me? Yeah, in the truck. And if I start crying, you have to slow down.
So if you cry, I have to slow down.
If I tell you to slow down, you have to slow down. And I'm gonna try to take as much as I can. I'm gonna be terrified. I feel like I'm about to ride the world's fastest roller coaster.
We'll see. Heck, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be like. They say it's awesome.
I have to drive 9 hours back home with you in that thing.
I'm going to bet you that it is really obnoxious in the cabin.
Like loud?
Yes. Like roaring.
So we're not going to be able to like watch a show or anything?
Yeah, if you turn it up really loud and play it through the car speakers.
So, okay. When we leave VMP to go take our rental car back, you're going to drive the rental car and I'm going to drive the truck.
Yeah. That's probably not going to happen.
That's happening.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You're not ever going to let me drive it?
I'm going to let you drive it. I think I need to get used to it.
How was the drive down?
Terrible. Perfect. We left at midnight, and I was going to leave at 2, and we theoretically could have got here, but just took longer. We had a rolling roadblock in Chattanooga for an hour.
A rolling roadblock?
Yeah, they had 4 cops across 4 lanes, and I guess they were letting some road construction set up.
You haven't heard anything about yet, have you? I don't know how loud you're expecting it to be. When the exhaust is open, it's pretty loud.
Not any better.
With it open, it doesn't have any problems being heard. I'm almost
Exactly how loud is it?
It's pretty loud.
Oh gosh.
Annoying ride home for you.
Should I have a...
Yeah, that's right.
You got a switch.
Oh good. Thanks for telling me about the switch.
So I'm not going to show her what's back there.
Yes. It's hidden. It's hidden, so don't worry.
She'll never find it.
We can hide a nitrous switch, we can hide the exhaust.
You should have no codes now. Yeah, I was This one's actually pretty quiet compared to I wish they all sounded like this. My neighbors, like no, this one sounds good. It's a good level, and I wish they all sounded like this because it doesn't shatter your ears when you fire it up. We get a lot of pretty much straight pipe Mustangs in here, and it shakes the whole building. It's ridiculous.
I guess that was a cold start, but that was pretty, that rumbled pretty good.
I think he turned the active exhaust on right when he fired it up, so it's not bad. So I think it gets a little bit better.
If I'm giddy.
Oh yeah. If you want to step in the driver's seat real quick, I'll show you where the button is and everything. So the panel, push that up, put your fingers down on that end, you feel the button?
Yep.
I put it right there so that way if you ever take it out, there's not a giant visible hole. You can't ever get your head in a position to see that.
This is gonna sound so good. So that's open. So he quietened it down when he started it.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Oh
So if
Lord.
you're gonna beat on it, they recommend turning off traction control. These things do pull fuel when they do traction control.
Meaning
beat on
they'll
it?
get rich.
No, they get lean
Okay.
when they pull fuel, so that's gonna pull fuel out to try and control torque.
Gotcha.
It sounds like it's still relearning idle. I just flashed it this morning, so it could take a few minutes for it to do that. But yeah, should
There's
be
a
fun.
little artificial intelligence. Oh wow.
Yeah, a little AI.
Number 2.
That's the plate there.
All right. Number 2 of 25. That's what you get for calling like the day after you announced it. Like your brother got the first one.
Do what?
Your brother got the first one and I got number 2.
Call him his brother. Yeah. Mike Petty got the first one. Dude, I think Mike Petty actually, I think he actually paid before we even
Paid before we even announced the
Paid
blower.
before it was announced, yeah.
He just called and said, like, I heard you guys have a new blower coming out, I want it. And it's like, well,
See-
we don't have a price yet. And he's like, I don't care.
It's whatever.
Alright.
I'll be down there tomorrow with cash, and we're like,
Does he buy?
All right.
Does he have other blow? Already had other products.
Nope.
Wow.
he brought us a bone stock Mustang with
800 miles.
900 miles on it, and 300 of those miles was getting here. And he did fuel system, suspension, long tubes, oil pump gears, blower. He did the car front to back.
It's a good one to start
And
on.
his did what,
855?
855, something like that.
Well, you want to drive this thing?
Yeah, let's do it. Pretty sweet. So it's he said it was learning something, whatever. It's good.
It'll like that.
It'll learn as you drive too.
Okay. So explain that. How does the truck learn? Is it the PCM?
It's the PCM. So as you drive, the truck's pretty smart, and it'll learn the parameters of the sensors based on how old they are, how new they are, how dirty they are, whatever. It'll learn itself, and it'll start to correct air fuel, and it'll start to correct idle till it's stable. It'll learn all that stuff, and when you reflash or reset the PCM, it forgets all those values, and it has to learn again. So it's like the battery dies on the truck, you replace the battery, it's a chance you have to relearn the idle. It's not anything new. They've been doing it for 20, 30 years now.
Yeah. So the idle's already figured itself out.
It's not relearn. It's not reload the tune. It's just start it up again and it figure out its little presets.
Yep. It's
based off of where everything's at.
The computer is learning the parameters of what the engine is doing, and it's learning how to run the engine how it wants to run it.
Gotcha. Well, let's drive.
So my husband likes fast stuff, but they make me nervous.
You back into the grass over here if you need to.
I'm not gonna lie.
Obviously, we don't care too much about this truck being in the grass here. So.
Yeah, we left a signature out there.
You see that? When's that come out?
Probably next Monday or Wednesday. It shot about a 40-foot rooster tail when I was doing that. So.
It was wet, I guess. It rained like the day before, didn't it?
It was a little wet. It was drier than I thought it was. That's what Justin said. He's like, yeah, I don't care about the grass, man. Just don't flip the truck. I'm like, I ain't gonna flip the truck.
Florida will come back. I mean, it comes back quick, I guess. It's like golf course grass in Tennessee. Yeah. So we're in quiet mode. And that's loud mode. This is where y'all did the standing burnout.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
That's likely.
Chuck and Jesse go hooning. Take one.
No, Brad goes hooning. Take one.
Y'all are actually professional
hooners,
car riders.
All right.
Because you're actually on the clock getting paid.
That's true.
To go get driven crazy.
He was just telling me that he never rides in these cars like
But I've been to the extreme experience 3 times.
And you're good to go. I've seen those things. I don't know that any of them include a 6,000 pound, 600 horsepower truck though.
No, they're all like go-karts with engines. But I will say this, in Vegas, that was not extreme experience. That was like their full-time setup. That was legit. That was legit. They had some cars that that extreme experience never gets. They get kind of your basic stuff and then they tune it down. Out in Vegas, I drove an Aventador, a McLaren 720, a Huracan Performante. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
So it doesn't make peak horsepower until about 7,000.
So you need about half a mile.
The tactical, no. The tack ends at 7,000. I think we have it actually revving out to like 78. So, like any good Coyote, that's when this thing's going to start to really scream. And because it's got the 10R80, it's going to just sit there right in that power band the whole time.
Okay, so next question. Modes, do they matter anymore?
Not really. I don't actually know. I know in the Mustangs we do something with them, but I don't know about it if Joe's got something set up in the truck with this.
Gotcha, so it'd be like an Easter egg.
Yeah.
That's usually the shift strategy.
Yeah, he's probably got line pressure jumped up in sport mode, so it'll probably just shift harder.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, Jesse, for the benefit of the YouTube world, will you walk us through everything that we did, or everything you did?
So we started with oil pump gears. Coyotes have a tendency to crack the oil pump gears if you bounce it off the limiter or in the high RPMs. So we put the set of billet oil pump gears in there, and then we went with the stainless.
Sorry, Jesse, I can't hear you, Jesse. What are you saying, Jesse?
We went with the Stainless Works long tube headers and the Roush active exhaust, as you can hear. exhaust hidden in the center console for him. And then after that, we went ahead and put the Odin kit on there. The twin 69 throttle body, FIC 1000s, cold air intake, the 2650 rotor pack Odin, and custom dyno tune. We're good to go.
Sounds awesome. It sounds awesome. Flip that back up.
It's hard to drive it with the unquiet mode.
It'll be good, like for the drive home.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Some of the things we got planned, like it'll be good to be able to actually be able to talk. That sounds ridiculous. It's not overwhelming. It
No.
really isn't. Like, I wouldn't even. I mean, you might call that drone. Maybe it.
Oh no, this isn't. This
It's
isn't
not
compared
bad.
to something like a Borla attack or.
No, yeah.
This is very mild.
So we've got a muffler, but we don't have a like the Roush active exhaust system versus the standard system. What's not there? That
It
is
takes
usually there.
it takes one of the mufflers out.
Okay, so minus the muffler,
Yeah.
and the muffler that's in there is more aggressive.
Yes. There's basically the active part is like a straight through, and then when you put it to quiet mode, it goes through some baffles.
Gotcha.
So you don't get full power until what? You're still it's still down about 5 psi if you're only at 90%. So you have to go full watt to get full power.
I don't think I've done that yet. Did you feel that? How you like that, Leah? She's so happy, but she's gonna fly home and take her chances
Yeah,
dying from the coronavirus.
Drop her off at Daytona.
Wow. So, let me ask you this. If somebody orders the Odin kit, a better than shade tree mechanic, can they put that on themselves now? Based off of what you guys have done with the tune and everything?
Yeah, there's actually, so the biggest thing we did with the Odin kit versus old kits is there's no grinding required at all. It's all direct bolt on, every bolt lines up. You put our belt drive on there, our Fiat bracket, take the intake off and bolt the blower on. The hardest part on the F-150s is probably the heat exchanger.
The heat exchanger's not too bad. The hardest part is saving your back as you're trying to lift the blower into the engine bay there.
Yeah.
I was inside of the engine bay for 75% of the install. But Ford makes their engine bays pretty big, so it's not too bad. You just definitely want to have a second person help you lift the blower into the engine bay. It goes in as a module, so fuel rails, injectors, wiring, all that's attached to the blower already as you set it in. And then once you get that in and bolted down, you put the lid on. And other than that, like Chuck said, there's no grinding. Everything goes in pretty easy. As far as the heat exchanger goes, the grill comes out. There's a little trimming of the plastic panels to make it fit.
Sorry, what were you saying, Jesse? What was that? This thing is outrageous. This is crazy. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I had to because this kicks like a hurricane. Like the hard slamming gears and the way it shoots out of here. We're not even in all-wheel drive or anything.
No. We didn't mess with any of that. That's how we drive our truck, but I wouldn't drive your truck like that. When we had our F-150, we used to launch it in 4 high and
4 high launch all the time. Gets a little hard on.
never broke the transfer case, did it?
Never broke the transfer case, but we did.
Broke like 3 drive shafts and 4 rear ends.
Yeah, we did clutches and steels before we broke the transmission because we knew it was coming.
Where the weak spot was.
Put I think 2 rear ends in it.
Well, I'm sure all that's coming. So, I was wanting to ask about. So we're set up on 93 pump gas.
Yep.
Don't even have to put boost tape in it. But if so when you watch like say Sting Mode's got his Odin on there. Coyote and the Mustang, obviously it makes a little bit more anyway. Got a better, I guess, weight ratio on tires. A lot of factors.
Yeah.
This is going through an all-wheel drive transfer case or whatever. There's just a lot of stuff. what did we make, or where are we at the wheels on just 93 pump gas?
Right at 600 to the wheels.
Okay, so about a 24% drivetrain loss. We're about 750.
750, 760 if you want to use that, yeah.
Okay, and then if we went E85, we got to do a few more things probably because we're putting that much more power down. But you're not going to get to where the Mustang went, but you could probably get into the 800 range.
You could.
To the wheels.
Yeah.
But then you got to get a drive shaft. You got to do some other stuff. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, we're looking at drive shaft. We're looking at some probably a set of cow tracks.
Yeah.
Sticky tires, fuel system. You got to have a return style fuel system in there if you want to make that kind of power. Just a lot of little supporting mods that all add up to being able to make the power.
Yeah, you could put a fuel system and fill it with the 85 and make 800. I just don't know how long everything would last.
Right. And you got to find E85. Tennessee's not the place for that. This truck is just. I mean, that's crazy. And then I guess with this transmission, it downshifts immediately. Like, give me some more.
Yep.
I don't even think I'm getting close to red line.
No, it's like I said. That's when it's really going to start to sing.
So, okay, I was talking to Chuck yesterday. It's kind of a tweener truck. It's not a street truck with sticky tires down low. It's not 6 inches up with bully bar on the front. It's kind of that in-between thing. You think I'm probably better off on drivetrain not having sticky tires and all that good stuff. Like these Nitto Ridge grapplers, they're probably going to blow off before I...
Yeah, the sticky tires, so when you upgrade one thing, the failure point moves to the next weakest link. Right now, the fact that the tires will spin is helping your rear end and helping your transmission and your drive shaft because it's got that little bit of give. As soon as that little bit of give goes away,
something
the give moves on to the rear end or a drive shaft or transfer case, something like that.
Yeah.
So the fact that you don't have super sticky tires on here is actually helping you.
So
It's not helping you get the power to the ground, but it's helping the longevity of the drivetrain.
Blast to drive, but not as dangerous. Hey, there's VMP.
Yeah, it's the tire spinning. It's kind of saving the rest of the drivetrain. The engine should be fine. The Gen 3 Coyote should be fine at this power level, but the drive shaft to the rear end would be my concerns.
Yep.
It's a whole lot of torque.
Yeah, the fact that the wheels are spinning doesn't change the RPM that the drive shaft spins at.
Gotcha. Well, what's the biggest surprise, I guess, for you guys with this being the first one? More specifically, I guess, to the Odin, because you guys have done a lot of F-150s. Do you still have the record for the world's fastest Super Crew?
I think
truck?
so. I think
Couldn't tell you.
I think Super Crew, I think we do still. Yeah, I think Justin's truck still holds it.
So what did you see different between like a whatever else you put on? I don't know if you put 3s and 3Rs on the truck, or has it been?
Yeah, yep. 3s and 3s on it. The biggest difference is this 10R80.
Yep.
I think this truck is as fast as Justin's truck was, turned way up, just because of how good the 10R80 is.
Wow. So basically, I guess Justin's truck now. So 18's the big changeover year for the 10R80, but it's also the changeover year for Odin. So this is the first truck with a 10R80 you put this on.
Yep.
Then, I guess.
Yep. First
So
time
that's a
we've got
big
to
difference.
experience the 10R80 with an Odin in the truck, and the trucks really benefit from all the extra gears because you got so much weight. So having shorter gear ratios makes it easier to get this much weight up and moving.
I'm gonna do that a lot. You've seen your enemies glitter, where you pay and they mail an envelope full of glitter that when they open it, it dumps out everywhere.
Yep.
I'm gonna do send your enemies exhaust. Just go by their house,
Go by your house and
drive on the passenger side, and just
give them some RPM.
Yeah, just give them a little RPM. This is tight. This is tighter than it looks like. It's tighter than it looks like on the TV. Just so you know, the burnout box requires a lot of skill, or not a 37-foot truck.
Did I do a donut in this truck on that Yes. Was it a
Is
tight
it
one?
tight?
Yeah.
You gotta really wrap it tight.
You gotta kind of get the tires spinning, little power brake, and then whip it around. I only did one because I was like, eh. JD has it on film, and he looked at me. He's like, I don't think that truck's supposed to do donuts there.
In my mind, I mean, I was down here at drop off. I didn't really look at it. The burnout box is like this huge 60 by 60 concrete pad.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not.
You gotta cool them things up pretty tight.
Yeah.
To be able to get in there.
Yeah, it's funny. People watch the YouTube videos. I was doing donuts around our camera guy in his car for one of the videos, and like somebody commented like, "Man, Chuck can't drive," and it's like, "Oh, come on down and show me how then."
It's a little bit tight there.
Yep. Makes a good noise.
I think we're gonna enjoy the Landshark. Guys, I appreciate everything you've done.
We appreciate you bringing it to us, man.
Pumped up.
The fun one to build for sure.
Yeah, we don't, we do a lot of like what's on the dyno, just regular Mustangs, basic bolt-ons and a blower. I'm trying to do something like this, big truck, 600 wheel. That's our camera guy, JD. He's like, man, why am I not filming this stuff?
Well, I appreciate it. Let's do the
COVID bump.
The coronavirus thanks. Appreciate it. And Leah, you've lived through round one.
I have.
Just
I made it.
650 miles to go. Then you don't ever have to get in it again if you don't want to.
Maybe driving the whole way. I might not be able to take it.
This got the brand new ODIN Supercharger kit. We did stainless works, long tubes, Roush active exhaust. Everything that's included in the ODIN kit is your twin jet 69 millimeter throttle body. I think we've got an 88 millimeter pulley, which is good for about 11 to 12 psi on this setup. It's got our triple pass dual fan, heat exchanger, FIC 1000 injectors. Just honestly, like, this is what we feel comfortable sending out on 93 octane. Fuel system in 85, the sky's the limit.
We'll keep her on 93 for a while, do a little traveling. We may make it back down here.
It's funny because, you lose track of horsepower working here. You forget, like, wow, this truck makes 600 to the wheel, 750 to the flywheel. You talk about stuff that makes 1,000 all day, and you remember, like, oh, wow, 600 horsepower in a truck is a lot of horsepower. So this thing is, you run into a stock 5.0 Mustang somewhere on the street, they're gonna have their hands full with this thing. We source all of our parts from the U.S. This is a USA-made superchargers, made in California by Magnuson. We don't get this crap from China. It comes from the United States, but getting parts has just been so freaking difficult because of all the shutdowns, government mandated stuff, the machine shops getting closed, only being able to have 2 workers on staff when they normally have 30, that kind of stuff. It's made getting the parts for this launch a nightmare, but we're still here, man. We're still doing it. We're still getting stuff done. We're still making horsepower on the dyno. So
They're going out the door. You've got, what? How many out the door already?
2. You're the 3rd delivery, and then 4's there and 5's there.
So they're coming fast and furious now.
Yep. We got word that Monday, so 3 days from now, I don't know when somebody's gonna be watching this video, but 3 days from the day it's being filmed, that we got the first batch of Odins coming out, like the first real shipment of them coming to us. So we're stoked, man. We got a lot of pre-orders to fill, a lot of people waiting to make some horsepower, and we're finally doing it. I guess 9 months ago now, we sat in the conference room and literally it started on a piece of paper with what the logo looked like and what we wanted the end to look like, and then we 3D printed kind of the base of the blower, and we had my car with the intake off of it, and we were like setting the 3D printed parts on it and measuring. We had baby powder on the bottom of the hood to see if it was clearing and stuff, and it was like, to see it go from all that crap to this finished product out here and make a customer smile, it's a cool experience for us. It's something that, I get a little emotional over almost, because it's like, this has been my life for the last year, and seeing it come to life and seeing you guys take delivery of stuff, it's a cool experience for us.
I look forward to watching the video of my face when I first took off. That was pretty awesome.
It's the face of surprise, man. You drop the thing off. I mean, I don't think we downed it before, but I don't imagine it probably made 360 to the tire.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
And they just made 600, so we doubled the horsepower of it, basically. This is your have fun plug. So when you want to have fun, just unplug it. When you're done having fun, plug it back in.
That shuts everything down.
Yeah, I think that's actually an ABS sensor.
It's a wheel speed sensor for the front left. So when it's unplugged, the computer can't reliably tell you how fast that wheel's going compared to the other wheels, so it shuts everything down.
Yeah, I think it needs. I don't think you can use cruise control with them.
Nope.
That's only for whenever it's time to show some Mustang what's up.
So tell me, Jesse, where you stood to put the blower on.
Okay, so I'm sitting right here on this frame. If you look down here, you can see a nice foot perch on that strut tower. And then my other foot came over and actually sat on the harmonic balancer. So I was, you know, straddling the engine, sliding that bad boy in there.
Surprisingly flexible for a middle-aged, out-of-shape man.
Yeah, yeah. I was laying across this at one point. Yeah, there's a lot of weird positions to get in there, but we got it done.
Kama Sutra of Odin.
Yep. Ford suggests two types of oils. They suggest the 5W20 on all their normal cars and the 5W50 on the track pack cars, extreme use cars. I would say this qualifies as extreme use. So I like to step up to a 5W50. We use AMSOIL here. Any reputable full synthetic brand is good. I like Motul, AMSOIL, Motorcraft is fine as long as it's a full synthetic. Your normal oil change interval still stands because you're still on 93 pump gas. So every 4,000 to 5,000 miles, change the oil. Spark plugs, we use the NGK 6510s. You can get them in any parts store, readily available. We've got orange coolant in here, green coolant in the heat exchanger system. That way, if one of them leaks, you know which one to go after. Other than that, it's basic maintenance. Put a couple of them together.
How many cars a year do we build here? Well over 100.
I do at least 1 to 2 a week.
I think it's more than that.
I sent 4 out last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're over 100 cars, easily over 100 cars through the shop a year, probably closer to 200. And this is, we do maintenance work, but we don't really do a lot of maintenance work. It's superchargers, turbos, fuel systems, headers, just lots of oil pump gears, just lots of performance work in and out, close to 200 cars a year with me and one other tech.
All right, let's settle up.
All right, man. Here's your bill.
Don't pay that.
Oh, word.
I am never going to financially recover from this. Guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.